G'day guys, it's Tim here on another beautiful sunny day in Finland, so you'll have to excuse the sunglasses. But me and Anni have been living in our new apartment for about 3 months now, and there's some really cool things that I've noticed about the houses here in Finland. So today I thought I'd give you a bit of a tour of our house and just show you some of the cool and unique things that are in Finnish homes. One thing you'll notice when you spend a bit of time in Finland is that there's some really cool inventions that kind of just make life a bit easier, and it's the kind of things that I think a lot of Finns miss when they move overseas. Now I'll take you around on my trusty little selfie stick. I've got a few bad memories about the selfie stick. When I bought it, I got absolutely duped in Italy. So it was one of those street vendors that were like coming around hassling people trying to get money out of them. But anyway, don't trust any of those street vendors when you go traveling overseas. You're gonna have a bad time. But now back with the house tour. So the first thing I've got to show you is this. You might just think that's just a regular cupboard, but wait. Built-in drying rack. This is one of the best Finnish inventions, I gotta say. So basically it's a just regular drying rack, but instead of having to put it next to the sink there, it's tucked away in the cupboard and then it just drips down straight over the sink. Genius invention, saves so much space, makes the kitchen cleaner. And like we've got a dishwasher, so we don't get heaps of use out of it, but it's still really good for the big things like this pot and cutting board up here. I think it should be implemented all around the world. So number 2 thing is these doors. They're really cool, let me show you. So these are self-locking doors. So this is like lock position right now. Can't open it. But the cool thing, when you go to open it up and you leave the house, did you see that? So it locks again automatically. And then, so you don't have to worry about fiddling around with your keys, trying to get it locked on the way out. Super handy, saves so much time. And the issue comes though is if you are forgetful and you forget to take your keys with you. Because it locks itself, you're kind of screwed. So don't forget your keys. Alright, so in Finnish bathrooms, there's a few cool things in here. The first of them being this. What's so special about a toilet roll? Well, these are biodegradable. So when you're done with it, chuck it in the toilet along with the rest of the paper. Away it goes. This thing saves so many arguments and nobody has to fight about who left the rubbish lying around. I think this is Finnish. I mean, it's got Finnish writing on it and I've never seen it anywhere else. So I'm going to give it to them. The next cool thing that's also in here, this thing. Now, I'm sure this doesn't need much explaining what it's for, but it's very convenient. And even if you're not using it for its intended purpose, it's still pretty handy for cleaning up the bathroom and getting rid of any skid marks left in the toilet, if you know what I mean. So this next one's not so much a feature, but something that's not here. And that is like spiders and little creepy crawlers that you have to worry about in the shower. Anni pointed this one out to me, but you don't have to like look around it before you go into the toilet or into the bathroom or have a shower, because nothing's going to come up behind you and scare you. There was a number of times at home Annie would walk into the bathroom and just let out a big shriek. I was like, what's happened? Has she hurt herself? But no, it's just a tiny little spider in the corner. I don't really take much notice of that kind of stuff in Australia, but some people definitely do. And so it's handy that you don't have to worry about any little insects, spiders, whatever, in the house in Finland. Even in the kitchen. In tropical Australia, I'd always have to be worrying about ants and stuff coming out and getting the leftover food, but it's not a worry here. Thanks, Finland. And so the last one in the bathroom is the sauna. Like I said last week, we have a sauna in our apartment, even though it's fairly small. Don't worry, I'm not going to get naked in it this time. But yeah, it's really sweet that we've got this one. It's a really small house, but stoked to have this kind of a feature inside. And then the last thing, and probably the best thing, is just how warm it is inside the house. So it's 9 degrees outside right now, but it feels like about 23 inside. The heating in Finland is done really well. In fact, sometimes it can even be a little bit too warm. It's pretty comfortable year round to even hang out in shorts and t-shirts inside the house. Although people might look at you a bit weird like they did for me if you do that. Basically, the buildings are just insulated really well. I'll give you a look. As you can see, the glass is double paned. Well, you probably can't see that actually. But you've got that little space of air in between the 2 glass panels in there so that it actually looks warm. We've got the thermostat on 0 and it's still really warm in here. As well as the insulation, Finland has water heating through the floors. So basically there's warm water running underneath the floor, and then that combined with the insulation makes it really comfortable inside. It's always super cozy to be inside and then look at it really cold outside, windy or raining like it was earlier today. Even out here on the balcony, it's really windy at the moment, but because we've got these glass panes right here, you don't get any of that. It's still fairly chilly, but nowhere near what it's like to be out there. They're good too because it kind of acts like a greenhouse, so you get all the sun coming through when there is sun. That warms up the place, and then it keeps a bit of the heat inside as well. But yeah, that's a few of the cool, unique things that I've noticed about the houses here in Finland. I hope you enjoyed hearing about them, and maybe it's given you a little bit of confidence that you could even live here one day. And for you Finns out there, if there's anything that I missed out on around the house, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, the Finns are really switched on at thinking of all the little things to make the house nice and comfortable and easy to live in. It makes moving to such a cold country a bit more bearable. But anyway, thanks heaps for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Click subscribe.